Welcome in everybody watching. It's our first time trying to go live. Let's see if we can catch a few fish. Thanks, Justin. We love you too. Here, and it is a very high wind afternoon. Again, welcome in. It's our first time trying to go live. Appreciate everybody trying to tune in. We caught 10 before lunch, but we're a little bit apprehensive to try to go live, so we're going to see if we can catch a few after lunch. But we're both using chatterbaits, and I caught 8, and actually I caught 8, and Mason caught 3. He missed a 5-pounder, got it to the bank, and then he snapped off. So this pond has some pretty big fish in it. That's trying to knock over my tripod, so it's a very interesting setup we have here. Hopefully we get 1 or 2 to bite. September in Texas. You never know what you're going to get in Texas when it starts to get close to fall. And we got a high wind day after about 2 straight months of 100+ degree temperatures. Now we're in about 70, 75 with high winds. But I'll take it because, boy, it's been a boiler for a while out here. Actually, we live in the Dallas area. This Madisonville is a little bit further south. They had rain come in. The rain came in yesterday, so we're after the front fishing today. And Bruce, we caught 10 earlier. We didn't have the guts to go live earlier. This is our first try at it. We caught 10 earlier, but we decided to go to lunch and try our hand at going live. It's our first shot at it. We're going to get better as we go along. But yes, we did catch 10 fish. And again, I apologize. I don't know if you guys can hear me very well. The wind is high. I don't have a professional mic, so we're just winging it. Trial and error, man. We're gonna see what we can get. I'm standing on my tripod because the wind is so high that if I take my foot off the tripod, it's gonna fall over. But hopefully Mason can snag one of those chatterbaits. On this spot right here, we caught earlier this morning, and then we walked around to the furthest point that you can see with the spillway and caught another 5 over that way. It's been a pretty good day so far, but it always seems like when you try to go live or catch a fish on camera, they want to get shy. So we'll see what they do. Mason had a 5-pounder all the way to the bank and tried to muscle him in and snapped off. I caught several in the 2 to 3 range, but nothing as big as he had on the hook. This pond right here after a rain is usually pretty good. We only come here. My daughter plays softball because we spend our time fishing when she's practicing. But we only come up here. We're usually here after a rain front, and the wind is usually chopping like it is. But the chatterbaits usually do pretty good out here. But I don't know, with it being midday, bluebird skies, if they'll work this late in the afternoon, but they worked pretty well this morning. Like I said, we caught 10. I apologize if you can't hear us, man. I don't have a mic and got high wind going on. So bear with us. Hopefully these fish won't be camera shy for too much longer. I don't know what it is, but sometimes we'll be out here and we'll catch 20, 30 fish. Sometimes we'll be out here, catch 5 or 10, and then boom, it just shuts off. So I don't know what it's going to be like. And fix your paddle tail. Hello from Ukraine. Wow, Ukraine, that's awesome, man. Thanks for tuning in. Hopefully we can get a fish on video for you. I honestly hate that we did not try this live thing earlier when we were actually catching fish, but this is our first shot at it, first go around, and we'll see how it works from here. Justin, you said, do we live in IVA? I don't necessarily know what IVA, but we're in Texas. I at least appreciate everybody for tuning in. Again, I'm going to try to put something in as far as a catch here as quickly as we can, but thanks for tuning in anyway. Pressure's on. Get something to the bank. We may move locations here in just a second just to see if there's anything that wants to bite. We primarily fish for bass. This lake here is heavily stocked with bass. It's a private lake or spillway for the city of Madisonville, so it's heavily stocked and it doesn't get fished very often. But we primarily fish for bass, but we'll end up catching catfish here or there. Mason will do some brim fishing if he's not catching bass at times. We'll do a little bit of crappie fishing, but primarily what we do on this channel is bass fishing. We are both throwing chatterbaits. This morning I caught several on a chatterbait. Mason caught several on a chatterbait, so we're using chatterbaits as of right now. Both are pearl white. I have the big blade on. He has the regular blade. Seem to do pretty well out here, especially with the high wind. Seem to do pretty well out here on the chatterbait. Again, we caught 10 this morning, but as of right now, bass seem to be a little bit camera shy. Yeah, we'll probably change location before we change baits. We came out this morning and I had actually 9 rods out today just to kind of throw everything by the kitchen sink at them. And we didn't get anything to bite on any lure other than a chatterbait. So I don't want to. Well, yeah, you did get a bite that you missed on a swim bait, but it's virtually the same exact presentation if you use a paddle tail swim bait. But we will try to change locations if we can't get something in the next second or here. But we just appreciate you guys for tuning in. Again, this is our first time doing this live. We've tried to shy away from lives because there's a lot of pressure with getting something on film whenever you got the live going. But we're gonna move down the pond here in a second and just see if we can't get something to bite. Out here in a while, so it's growed up pretty good, so it's kind of a challenge to get over there. Yeah, perch is good fishing, man. We don't have a lot of heavy activity on perch out here, but I know it's some good fishing. We're just so keyed into just catching largemouth bass primarily that it's just hard to transition to something else when you kind of know what you're doing in one facet. Like I said, we caught catfish recently, but we caught catfish on crankbaits, so it's not like we were intending to catch catfish, but they bit what we were presenting. All right, Mace, which way do you want to move? Okay, we're gonna go that way. This tripod, but we'll try it. Again, thank you guys for tuning in. I thought you had one. We're gonna try to throw into the wind here in a second just to see if we can get a reaction bite through that grass. That's normally what it is. There's a lot of grass in the bottom of this pond, so if you can get a reaction strike as they rip through the grass, that's the way to do it. All right, go ahead and walk that way, bud. Right behind you. Yeah, this is primarily used for cow grazing, and then it's like I said, it's a spillway and reservoir for the city of Madisonville. So it's not primarily a fishing pond, but we know some people, and they let us come down when we're in town, fish on the property. So we appreciate them for doing that, because there are a lot of bass in here. The largest I've caught out of this place is a 6-pounder. I'm gonna guesstimate the Mason's fish that he lost this morning was about 5. It was a huge fish. Got it all the way to the bank before it came off. But I've caught several 4s and 5s out of here, but the largest so far has been a 6. And as you can see, we're in the thick of it. This is all kind of marshland. It's normally not this growed up, but it doesn't look like they let the cows come out and graze in a while. It gets a little sketchy walking through here. Just a little sketchy. How far down do you want to go? All the way down to the... All right. Again, thank you guys for tuning in. It's our first live attempt. This is a trial run. Hopefully we don't get skunked after catching so many fish this morning. We're getting into the thick stuff now. But this corner right here is usually money. Good? All right. Yeah, maybe in this corner the wind won't blow the camera down as much. All right, yeah. We're rocking and rolling. Say what? Yeah, for the wind to be blowing directly at us, it doesn't seem like it's as hard over here as it was over there. There comes that wind gust. Yeah, sorry again for all that wind. That's just how it is out here in Madisonville. Where are you at, fish? Yeah. Fish are camera shy, making me out to be a lie. What's that? I couldn't hear you. I wouldn't try it right now because where those bushes are growed up, that's normally the path that we would walk to get around. Yeah, last time we were here, it was completely bare. Yeah. The water was down probably 3 or 4 feet last time we were here. Come on, fish, where you at? The pressure's on. I don't know what the deal is. We got bluebird skies. Got a lot of chop on the water. I don't know where the bass went. Yeah, I tried a crawl earlier and I didn't even get any bumps. What's that? Probably a little bit warmer. At this point, even the dink's got to bite something. Let's put something on camera. Yeah. What's that? No, I'm just kind of twitching it right now. I'm gonna let it hit the bottom a couple times and yo-yo it. Are you in the grass? Oh, and I'm on. I am finally on. Oh, that's a good fish. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So we didn't get skunked on camera, guys. Oh, yeah. We did not get skunked on camera. The pressure was on, and we finally got something. I'd say it's about a 2.5, maybe pushing 3. I don't know how much of a camera reference we can show, but that right there is what we get out of here consistently. They get a lot bigger, but this is consistently what we get. Decent. but we didn't get skunked and the pressure was on and we got something on film. That's all we wanted out of this first live. I gotta toss him back. Don't get on me, but there's about 8 to 10 feet of grass. I gotta toss him back. We're throwing chatterbaits. This one right here is the big blade, but this white pearl chatterbaits, and they usually smack it more consistently than we are right now. Didn't get skunked. Yeah, I slowed it way down and I let it bump the bottom, and I caught it on one of my upward pops. Make sure your line's tight. So maybe that's the key, is to slow it way down. What's that? Yeah. We are from the Dallas area, but we're fishing in Madisonville, Texas right now. That is in between Dallas and Houston. Probably about 2 hours from both, give or take. And when you say from Georgia, is that the country Georgia or the state Georgia? Oh, sorry guys, that wind is tough. I've been trying to keep my foot on this tripod to keep it from falling over, but it is a journey. Oh, turned it too much. Wow, the country of Georgia. Wow, that's awesome. Thanks for watching. Thanks for checking us out. So far, we've only got one on film, but we caught 10 earlier, but we didn't go live because this is our first time trying live, but that's fish number 11 for us today. I apologize for the wind. It's treacherous out here. I'm trying to keep this thing upright. Right now the wind is blowing directly in our face, so it's a challenge. It does feel good. After having months and months of 100-degree temperatures, it does feel good to have 78 and windy, but it does make for a little bit tougher fishing and filming. Thank you so much. We appreciate it. Thank you for tuning in. Again, it's our first time, but maybe if you guys are interested, we'll keep doing these lives. We have a few spots where we catch some pretty big fish, so maybe you guys want to come along on a live trip to see us catch them. Last weekend we caught an 8-pounder, a 7-pounder, and a 6-pounder, and we caught a 5-pound catfish and a 3-pound catfish. So we've had a little bit of luck with the big ones lately. You got it? Don't get wet. Yeah, this tall grass around the edges is just murder on snags. If you can't get it, let me know. I'll come get it. Yeah, that's what you want to do. Bring the grass towards you and just pull the grass out of the ground. If you can reach it. Yeah, you can reach your hook now. Yeah, the adventures of fishing with a 10-year-old. Sometimes you gotta deal with the hijinks and the crazy snags, but he loves fishing and I love fishing with him, so we enjoy it together. Ooh, that land. Yeah, Mason has been fishing since he was probably 3 or 4 years old. Maybe 2, but fishing with a bait caster since 3. So he's been big bass fishing since he was 3 years old. Just turned 10 last month. So we've been doing this YouTube thing since COVID, so about 3 years. Yeah. Yeah. That's right. We got a video of that. Maybe we got a picture of that one. Then we got a video of you catching that 3-pounder on a worm. And you was like, "Mommy, me got one." Yeah. We're gonna give this another second or two, and then maybe we'll switch back to the other side. I really thought that this spot was gonna be a banger. We caught one though. Yeah, and we can walk up and over, but that's just that's a journey. Hey, go ahead and reel yours in. Gonna head back that way. Grab the bag. All right, we caught one over here. Not too bad. We're gonna walk back to the other side. There's a rock pile that we know of because the water was down last time we were here. See if we can't run these baits across the rock pile and snag 1 or 2 over there. I am actually pleasantly surprised that people actually join this thing. We appreciate it. We didn't know if anybody was gonna jump on or we're gonna just be continuing to fish by ourselves, but we appreciate every single one of you guys for joining in and taking a look at what we got going on. Like I said, we caught 10 earlier and we've caught 1 so far since we went live, but maybe we'll learn for the future that we should just buck up and try it and don't be scared to go live. Even though there's a lot of pressure on us when you got people watching you and you want to catch fish for them. A lot of pressure, but as much as we fish, it's all good. We know we can put something on film. All right, we're gonna walk our way over to this other spot and try our hand over there. And if we don't get anything, then we'll just shut this one down as a learning opportunity and try to do better for you guys next time. What's that? Yeah, next time we go out to the big pond with the big fish, we'll probably go live and see if we can't catch an 8-pounder. Glad you love fishing. We love fishing too. It is our favorite pastime. Even though Mason plays baseball and basketball and my daughter's playing softball right now up the hill, we love fishing. So whenever we get a chance to go out and wet a hook, we are going to wet a hook. That is just who we are. I keep at least 5 fishing poles in my truck everywhere we go. So if we find some water, we're gonna wet a hook. That's who we are. I have older daughters who have played travel softball for years, and we've caught fish from Oklahoma to Colorado to Kansas, all over the place. We caught fish just because we keep poles in the truck and we make it happen. Oh, you're from Houston. Wow, we're in Madisonville, so we're not too far off. We live in the Dallas area, but we're down here for softball. So if you're from Houston, I'm sure you have heard of Madisonville if you've ever gone north towards Dallas on 45. Right about here, bud. This is gonna be the last spot right here. Hopefully they're biting over here. Let's turn the camera this way since the wind is blowing us this direction. Yeah, you just drop that right there and I'll put my foot on it. And hopefully this is the spot. This is the one where we catch a few more. Hopefully Mason can get one. Mason literally had the biggest fish of the day on, and he got all the way to the bank, and I think he was just trying to horse it in and snapped off. So we don't really have all the footage on that one, but we're gonna do a full length video of this trip, so you'll get to see all the 10, 11 fish that we caught. If you want to tune into the full length video, we'll have it posted probably by the end of the weekend. We'd appreciate anybody that watches the full length video. It helps us out a lot. But the trip right here is about a 10, 11 fish trip. Normally it's about a 20, 25 fish trip, but hey, we're not gonna complain. Mason's biggest fish of the day got off at the bank. Yeah, I mean, I'm not afraid to get wet for a big 5-pounder. Yeah, but I can get my socks wet for a 5-pounder. I promise you that. A 1-pounder, you should be able to boat flip that thing. You should be able to boat flip a 3-pounder. But a 5-pounder on 10-pound line and a medium rod can get a little challenging. Yeah, if you had an 8-pounder on that thing, it'd have you bent over all the way. Man, these fish have gotten camera shy. We got blue skies, chop on the water, chatterbaits on our poles. I would think that the conditions would be great. But this morning versus right now, it's just a different ball game. Realized I didn't have my chesty on when I caught that other fish. That's unfortunate. Maybe we'll have 10 fish in it instead of 11. Yeah. You can barely hear me. I'm sure they can barely hear me too because this wind is cutting me up. I don't have a mic on. I apologize. But again, anybody that's tuned in, we appreciate it. This is our first live video attempt. And to have anybody jump on and check us out is just greatly appreciated. With your time, so we appreciate your time. Whoa. She's got about another hour of practice, so. got here at 8:30 this morning. I think your mom woke you up. Oh, no, mine woke you up. Hello from Iraq. Hey, thank you for checking us out in Iraq. We appreciate it. Sorry you missed it, but we caught one fish on our live, and we caught 10 earlier this morning before our lunch break. But we're on our last spot of this live. Hopefully, no pressure. Something bites here in the next few minutes, but this afternoon has just been a little bit more challenging. We caught 10 this morning, and it was like one after the other. But since we took our lunch, it has been a bit difficult. Oh, the lives upload to your channel? Oh, okay, so maybe if somebody goes back and watches the live, they can see that one fish we caught on here. But we're gonna upload a full-length video of our trip out here. So if you wanna check out that full-length video, we'll have it up hopefully by tomorrow or Monday. If anybody's interested in hitting that subscribe button, we'd appreciate that as well. Yeah, I'm shocked that this thing is going international. We've had Georgia, we had Ukraine on, we had Iraq on. That is just absolutely awesome that this is an international live. And this, like I said, this is our first time. We're out here fumbling around, trying to figure it out. I'm standing on my tripod because the wind's too heavy. I'm sure the audio is trash, but we're just fumbling through it, man. Trying to put some fish on film. But if this is something that people are interested in watching, we'll keep trying, we'll get better. We'll actually start our lives when the fish are hot, because this morning, boy, they were hot. But again, we just appreciate you guys checking us out. Where are we? We are in Madisonville, Texas. It is between Dallas and Houston. This is a spot where my daughter comes every so often to train for softball. And when she trains for softball, we have a special permission to come out here and fish on this private place. And we usually smack them. Yeah, we love fishing too, man. What kind of fish do you primarily fish for? We primarily fish for bass, so that is our fish of choice. But we'll catch a catfish here and there, run into a few crappie here and there, but bass is primarily what we fish for. Yeah, Mason's the bluegill guy. I don't really do bluegill. I hate messing with worms. Live worms are blah. Yeah, I don't know if you guys have ever watched any of our content before, but in the last week we've caught an 8, a 7, a 6. We just jumped up over 500 subscribers in 1 week, and we appreciate every subscriber. We appreciate the growth. This is my son's dream. You see him over there fishing. This is his dream to have a YouTube channel, and we're just trying to make it a reality. We're growing slowly but surely, learning every time we come out, trying to put content out there people want to see, but it's primarily going to be bass fishing content. But this is my son's dream. We've been doing YouTube live since our YouTube channel since I think 2021 or 2020. Yeah, your personal channel has been a year. This one right here, I think, has been 3 years. Wow, we got somebody from Poland watching. We had some people from all over the world watching, man. It's pretty awesome. Yeah, I bet the fishing out in Poland is pretty awesome. I don't know what your temperatures are out like there. I lived in Germany when I was a kid, and the temperatures didn't get too high in Germany. So I imagine that you guys stay at a nice, calm 70, 80 degrees. At least I think we're Celsius. Y'all are what? No, we're Fahrenheit. Y'all are Celsius. I don't know what the Celsius degrees are. But I'm a military brat, so my family lived in Germany. I've been to Austria. I've been to London, England. I've been to Denmark. I've been to Spain. Have not done Poland. The time here is about 2:12 p.m. Sun is in the direct highest part of the sky, bluebird skies, crazy wind, and man, I just don't know where the fish went. We've been out here since about 9, and we caught a bunch of fish early. We took a lunch break and said, hey, let's go live. And then we came out here on live, and we've caught one fish on live so far. So one's better than none. Yeah, looks like you're the only person from Texas, man, but we appreciate you, nonetheless. Yeah, we don't get to fish a whole lot down in Houston. We fish Conroe a lot. I think that's probably about the furthest south that we get in the water. There's a couple spots in Sugar Land that we try to wet a hook in, but they're little bitty hole-in-the-wall ponds that don't really have any action. But like I said, we keep holes in the car, so if there's water, we're gonna throw a hook in it. Find out how shallow that water is, if it's dead water, if there's any fish at all. That was in Oklahoma.
We need to go back there.
Yeah, we hadn't been back up to, that's Tulsa. We caught all those fish out there. Yeah. Man, again, I thank every one of you guys for tuning in. If you're interested in these lives, we'll try to do it more often. If you're interested in subscribing, please subscribe. If you want to leave comments, leave comments. Lake Livingston, I don't know where that is, but I will try to Google that when we finish this and see if it's plausible. But we have a little Pelican Bass Raider, a little small boat that we've been trying to get out on. That's been our new adventure as far as fishing. Normally we bank fish, but we got that little Pelican and we're trying to find new lakes to hit. I'm not big on getting out on huge lakes. Like we have Lake Ray Hubbard probably 5 minutes from our house, and that is a huge lake, and I don't want to get my butt out there and mess around and do something I don't need to be doing on a huge lake. So we don't take our Pelican out that far just yet. But again, I thank you guys for tuning in. I apologize, we only got one fish so far. I don't think there's gonna be an uptick in action because we've been casting for almost 50 minutes and it doesn't look like there's gonna be anything else biting us. I'm gonna try to yo-yo this thing. The one fish we caught so far, I've been bouncing this chatterbait off of the bottom, kind of yo-yo style. So I'm gonna throw a few yo-yo style casts and then we might have to just shut it down. It just seems like the bite has just totally shut off. And my foot is falling asleep from holding this tripod up because of this heavy wind. I normally have no problems at all with this tripod standing up, but this wind is blowing so hard that it's just giving me fits. Yeah.
I just saw like a bee. It was like
You are correct. That is why they call it fishing and not catching. That is exactly what I tell my son when he gets a little antsy about being out too long and we hadn't caught anything. It is definitely called fishing and not catching. I know that people's attention spans are short, and I thank you guys for sticking with us and watching this. We want to provide quality content and put a few fish, at least a few on video for you guys, but we appreciate you for watching. The pressure is on us to deliver some actual catches and not just the fishing part. You know what? I said this is gonna be our last spot. We're gonna try one more spot down the way. Yeah, we're gonna walk another maybe 10 feet down, or maybe 20 yards down. Down there earlier, I had my paddle tail bitten off by something. So maybe it's been enough time past that it's back over there, and we'll see if we can catch that bad boy. But I ran my bait down this bank line and got slammed and came up empty when I set the hook. But my paddle tail was ripped off the end of my soft plastic. So there's something in this water. I'm gonna just kind of hold it like this. If we don't catch anything in this little pocket here, then we'll just shut her down. And we appreciate you guys for checking us out. This is our first time. First time going live. Just want to check it out, see if it's something that people might be interested in us doing. But right where you see that grass in the video, I got slammed earlier. And I didn't come up with the fish. So I'm gonna try a few casts here. Doesn't look like that bad boy's. But I love the predatory nature of bass. To see them come up and just literally obliterate a bait is just one of the most impressive things to me about fishing. Largemouth bass, when they come up and swallow, it just excites me like nothing else. Yeah, I guess he's not sitting there any longer. We're gonna flip this way and see if there's anybody home on this grass. Well, it doesn't look good. I don't know, maybe it's just the positioning of the sun. We missed our window. That early morning bite was on, afternoon bite's not on. Maybe that's just what it is. But at any rate, for everybody that's tuned in, we greatly appreciate it. This is something we're probably gonna try to do a little bit more of in the future. If anybody's interested in subscribing or taking a look at our other videos, we have some pretty big catches that we've had recently. Please check us out, hit the subscribe button, leave us a comment, give us some suggestions on what we can do better, and we'll try to make those things happen for you guys. Until next time, man, we appreciate y'all.